we're going to put a color overlay on this picture. So you have your picture in Lightroom, do some light editing, get the contrast and smooth it and make it look fancy. And then I'm going to right click, edit in Adobe Photoshop 2022 or whatever Photoshop you have. All right, so now it always comes in a little small. I'm going to press Command or Control 0 and it will fit the image in this area. Now down here, the very bottom of the layers panel, I'm going to create a new layer, new blank layer. So just click on that. All right. And we have a new layer here. So we're going to double click on the word layer 1, layer 1, and we're going to name it gradient. Okay, because we're going to use the gradient tool. In the toolbox, I'm going to go to the gradient tool over here. All right, you can click on that. Then it's going to bring up the gradient options bar at the very top. Alrighty. Now we have the options here. So in order to choose the gradient of your liking, up here you can click on this little down arrow right there. It's going to give you a bunch of folders with options. Now you can click on the folder, say the blues, this little caret here. Click on that, it opens it up. And then what you can do is you can resize this window to make it a little bit bigger so you can see them. It's like, oh, nice. Then if you want to go maybe look at the purples, oh, look at sassy, so nice. Now close that, pinks. You can go through these and find something you like. I'm thinking I'm going to go with, a blue or green, maybe I'll just grab this one. So go through these, find one you like, and then just click on it. Then, in order to close this huge dialog box window thing here, just press Return or Enter. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the gradient shapes up here that are the defaults that come with it. Okay, so make sure you've chosen the gradient layer because we wouldn't want to draw on the picture. Now let's just play with this and see. So if you drag across here, and it's like, oh, all right. A tiny little line, and it does that. A longer line does a smoother gradient, a longer gradient. Okay, then maybe let's look at the radial gradient. Okay, a little gradient, big circle there. So, okay, that's what that does. Now we'll try the angle, I believe it is. And it is angle gradient. So click on that, drag a little bit. It's like, oh, okay, that does that. Or start here and go that way. It does, does that. Okay, maybe that, okay. So we know what that one does now. The next one, the reflected gradient here. Click on that and try and just click a little bit. Draw a long line, does that. If you draw a short line, makes a little sort of fuzzy tube type thing here, soft edges. And so, okay, that's what that does. And this diamond gradient, the very last one, click on that and just drag a short line, a long line, just to see what it does. Okay. Oh, that's so fancy. All right, so I'm going to use the reflected for my little project here. So I'll start with that. So go ahead and choose one of these shapes and then draw a gradient on there. Okay, so now we're going to change the mode because right now we're in normal mode and we need to be in difference mode. So you just click on the word normal, go down here to difference. This is going to make all the difference in the world. See what it did there? You know, difference. I know, crazy. So now you're just going to drag, like now drag that, and it does the complementary color. Then you drag it maybe a different angle, and it's going to go back to that. And it adds to it. It doesn't replace it. It keeps adding and changing and morphing. So let's see, maybe one more. And it goes back and forth between the colors of the gradient that you've chosen and the complementary group of colors after that. So continue, dragging and dropping in. Maybe I'll get a little activity up here on this side. Until you have something you kind of like. And I kind of like this. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna hit Command 0 just to, there we go, get it all centered, and so I can see the whole image. So now that you've got a image or a gradient that you like, now we're going to use the blend mode on the layers panel. Okay, so normal, and then you can just drag down to the different gradients and you can audition them. You can see a preview of what they'll look like. Okay, that looks kind of wacky. Screen is kind of rocking. Let's see. I'm just going down, just seeing which one I like. And you should do the same thing. Go through all of these and find something that rocks your soul or that you just like. Soft light. Wow, I'm kind of feeling soft light a little bit here. But hard light, that's kind of wacky and cool. Let's see, vivid. It blows it out a little too much. Linear. Pin light. Hard mix. Oh, difference. That's crazy. Looks cool. Exclusion, subtract. Ooh, moody and dark. Divide. Wow. Divide looks kind of cool. Okay. Hue. Saturation. Okay. Color. It's a little more subdued kind of a thing. Luminosity. She went away. So let me go back up this. Wow, I might be feeling divide here. Whoops, the screen, that was that. Soft light. Actually, now that I see it, soft light is happening. So I like this. Now, if you want to, you can adjust the opacity. You can, drag it down a little bit. When you go over the word opacity, you get a little finger there with the two arrows. That's a scrubby slider. And so you can just drag down and let's see, okay. Maybe I like 100%. Okay. And now we're just going to add your name and the word photography and your Instagram, your professional Instagram. So let's get the type tool here. Got Helvetica light. That's what I'm going to start with. So I'm just going to click here. Write Vincent. Then I'm going to hit Vincent. There we are. And hit return. Then the word photography. I'm going to do all caps. Photography. And then at Vince Campy. Okay. So I just hit return. Which one? I'm going to select the word Vincent, and I have a font that's sort of a script. Well, it is a script font, and it looks pretty good. Adobe handwriting. You can use another one if you'd like. So I've changed that to that. So I'm going to make this size a little bigger there. And then I'm going to select the word photography. I'm going to just go over the T's, the two T's here. Again, it gives you the scrubby slider, and you can just click, hold, and drag. I'm going to make it smaller like that. Okay, click off of there. Okay, the Vince Campy name is now big, so this is 24 points for that. Maybe I'll make this the same 24 points. 24.5. So then it fits together. Now I'm going to tap on the Move tool. Tap there, and I'm going to adjust the leading right here. Okay, so that's the line spacing. So I'm going to squish those together a little bit. There we go. That looks a little better. So I'm going to put that right about there. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to Command minus so I can see the edges to see how that's going to look. Okay, that's cool. Now, on that layer that you put the text on, it can be white or black or whatever, set that to a blend mode. And so then you just go down here, like darken, well, it kind of makes it disappear. So I'm just going to scroll down here. Okay, lighten doesn't seem to do much. Oh, color dodge looks kind of crazy. Okay, note to self. Color. Overlay, it's a little too light. Okay. I think I'm kind of feeling vivid light there. Click off it, so and maybe I'll move it a little bit. So you want it about the same distance from the edge as it is from the bottom. So that's about that. And kind of like the way it's interacting there. So then we have this blend mode on that. It's vivid light on the text. And the gradient, I have soft light blend modes. And they blend in with the lights and the shadows of the image, and they make it look super great. All right, so that's pretty much it. Looks cool. If you wanted, you can make another layer here. Click on gradient plus sign. Then you can just do a whole nother gradient here if you wanted, and see how that mixes in. So that's another option. I'm going to delete that. And I think we're golden.